I'll just talk about two different pieces of research that you might find of interest. And the first one looked at educational mobility. So this is looking at somebody at age 18 to 23, or basically when they're an adult, if they go on in subsequent years to sort of further their education compared to if they don't. And so that's called intra-generational, so within a generation. And then we looked at if their achieved education was different, was sort of higher, the same or lower as their parents, which is intergenerational. And so we wanted to know, do women who increase their education from the age of 20 up to 40, what's their health like compared to women who don't? And so we looked at women who were of that age, at about 18 to 23, and what we found was that women who over that subsequent 20 years had improved their education, so they might have, at age 23, they might have had school, grade 12, and then at age 40 they might have a PhD or they might have a master's degree. We found that those women who showed intragenerational mobility compared to women who did not had much better mental health and physical health using the established scales that we measure. So in doing this research, we found one really interesting finding, and that reflects basically where you start on that educational journey. So if you have a young woman who's 23, who already has a degree and goes on to have a higher degree, and then you have a woman who's 23 who has school, like grade 12, and then by the time she's 40 has gone on to get that higher degree. So she started from a lower level to begin with. Her physical and mental health is not as good as the woman who was already high or at that medium level. So it's sort of, and this is quite well known in this type of research, is that it's almost like the sooner and the earlier you get your optimal socioeconomic determinants, the better your health will be. So it doesn't mean you can't get there, but you possibly won't do as well as if you've done it earlier, which harks back to the whole issue of, start from when the child is born, give them the best education from, the minute they can talk, basically, to really improve their sort of thing in life.